Alright, the next one. This one was given to us. Friends, neighbors, or something like that. And everybody's excited because it's a Toro, but I'm not excited because it looks like the front end gears, it might be just the jammed sprocket on the tire. They do turn, one doesn't, and the other one kind of does. So here we go. I'm not quite sure where to start with this one, but I'm going to jack it up and pull the front wheels off, because that is the deterrent until further knowledge is learned. Thanks, guys. Pretty big old lawnmower, isn't it? But it's a Tecumseh, so it's at least a 2008 or older. I just thought you might want to see the air filter. There's not much getting through there. So let's just make sure it's got some juice oil in it, and maybe I'll just see if it'll fire. Are you guys watching this now? No, not quite. So let's just see if it has a little bit of go-ness. Big lawnmower just fits on my lift. Yeah. Not happy about something. Could be anything. It doesn't look like the plugs have been out in a couple of centuries. So I'm just going to do that now. Wasn't even that tight. Oh, it's got a little moisture on it. I am just going to see what I've got here that I can just throw in there quick. I'm going to just see if I can see a spark. Yeah, it's got a spark. Well, it went round and round. Muffler's got lots of oil in it. Should we give it another try now that it's drinking? We gotta make it go now. Come on. Ooh. Did you guys get that? I know the lighting's bad. That's okay. Now I'm going to pull off which tire is being evil. That one. I'll be right back. I'm going to clean up a bit of tools and improve your lighting. Alright, let's get this tire off and see what kind of evilness lurks behind it. That's not a half inch, is it? Can't. My lord. I don't do a lot of Toros, eh? That's not my level of clientele, if you know what I mean. Okay, the gear looks good on the wheel. except something's off. Ah! I'm going to take the other side off and have a look. So I'll show you that. The gear looks perfect on the tire. Could be a bad tranny. Well, I don't like calling them transmissions because a transmission is where you sit in your seat of your car and change gears. Okay, so now we know how that goes together. Oh, okay. Problem solved. This side's not, whoop! This side's not ratcheting. I wonder if it's like the Hondas where they got the little half moon spring ratchet. Oh yeah, this is probably one of my third or fourth Toro.
I live on the poor side of town.
I live on the poor side of town.
I live on the poor side of town.
Okay, I'm looking for like pliers, eh? Spring clips. Oh, I snapped. Snap the snap ring. Better get a tray going. We'll find something to spit on there. Let's pull that gear off there and see what we got. There it is. Oh, that's keyed. Okay, be careful. Okay, I need a light. Let's go have a look. You can come with me. We'll bring a light. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, so it is a ratcheting do-hummer. There's what's left of, oh, it's still alright, I think. And hopefully there's a spring in there. Let's get the old little spring-a-rooner remover. Who's there? Yep. Oh yeah. Goodness sakes alive, looks like we got ourselves a convoy. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and we're going to see how that spring clip goes together. Tool will be right back. Okay, this one, excuse me, I got to take my glove off, was in here just like the Hondas. It was sitting in there like that, and it ratchets, right there. I wonder if I can go back and make that happen again with this bad boy right over here. Looks like it's been out of whack for a while. Yes. I think that just needs to be cleaned up a little bit. So that's a great way to end the day. And I always get these in backwards when I put them back on. I think we're going to win, guys. See you tomorrow. Look at that beautiful thing. Do you know what's beautiful about it? Champion RJ19LM. I swear it's the same plug. Isn't that a beautiful thing? It's probably still gapped right. That's probably the original plug that came with that engine, eh? I love it. Thanks, guys. Alright, I got the gear cover off, and I think this is what did it in. This piece of stick was jammed in here so tight that the lawnmower was in gear all the time. It was lifted up, and like neutral is there and in gear is up. Let's just see if we can do that with the levers. See that? So I think that's why they finally gave up on it. And it tells a story because they probably just ran it in gear all the time because there's absolutely no tread left on those tires at all. But our job here at Mission Control is to get everything working, and then you improve from there. So I've just disconnected the fuel line, right? And I'm going to swish the tank out with a little bit of gas. We're going to see how clean it is when it comes out of here. Fuel. Four glurps on this one. Whoa, baby, we got gas flow. There we go. Now, do you think I can tilt it and get the rest out of the tank? This gas is pretty darn good. I'm just going to pour it back in. Yes, I spilled it. That's okay. Yeah, it almost looks like a brand new mower already. So now we are going to put a plug on the gas tank, and I'm just going to wash my hands. Well, no, we got to see if it'll start without tuning the air filter, without cleaning the carburetor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. Uh-oh. That's good. Well, like a bonehead, I did leave these washers on here, but they're still there. There's 1, 2, 3 on this side, and there's only... oh, yeah. We're good. We didn't lose anything. We'll all be jiggered, eh? So now I'm going to just see if I can grease these wheels and get them back on. Alright, things are looking up on this old Toro. I just put some grease in the receptors where the springs go. You can see right there, there's a hole. And invariably, 50-50 chance or better that, you know, that I get them to ratchet the wrong way. Which is left and right. But we'll get it done right here. Let's put the camera back here so we don't damage the camera. See you later. Alright. Now these are labeled left and right. So you can use them on either side. But my dyslexic brain always tries to find the most difficult way of doing things. So here's our little cog. Goes, see the spring is in there? Goes on top of the spring. And then we put the right side on this way. And then we put a retaining washer, which has a groove in it, a little notcheroo. Alright. Good. And then we get our, this is perfect. You guys are going, Put the wheel guard on. Put the wheel guard on. And I actually did it before I put the cog on. Almost. Good. A little more grease on there. This is really, really nice grease. I'm not into synthetic oils per se, but I'm a lawnmower mechanic. And I am not a licensed lawnmower mechanic. I am a self-taught backyard small engine mechanic. But I've had lots of help along the way. Okay, R for right. Good. Washer with the jog and the notch there. And then we just need a pair of my very favorite pliers, and we're going to squish this down. And then we'll be done. Oh. Alright, let's get this tire on there. Good. Round and round we go. Alright, now with the front of the lawnmower jacked up and the wood not in the way of the blade, I'm going to squeeze the bail and we're just going to see if tires go the right direction. Yes, I think so. And I'm just going to put this cover on. Belt looks good. We're going to give it a old test drive. I'll be back in just 1 second. I just want to put this cover on. Okay, so fellow backyard small engine mechanics, do you guys get these cog drive wheels on backwards almost every time, even though your chances are 50-50? Just happened to me. I put the L on the inside instead of the L on the outside over here, and vice versa over there, and now it drives forward. I just want to, I gotta prove it to you. I thought I had it right before, but it was just the inertia of the grease in the box. Craziness. Alright, I think that's it. Got it.
Good.
Perfect timing. 4 glurps. How much is in a glurp?
4 glurps is
2, 3, 4. I'm going to measure it. Okay. Good day, my friends. Scientific explanation and wonderment. I always say I'm going to put 4 glurps in, 6 glurps. I'm going to put lots of gas into this tank. I'm going to put 10 glurps. So we're going to measure 5 glurps. Are you ready? And we got something going on in the alley today. It's just like the 401 out of Toronto back there. Or the interstate out of LA. How's that? Wouldn't know the number. Okay, so glurps, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Must be a road closed. Thanks. Just the traffic. The traffic's been crazy. So let's just do 4 more glurps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So a glurp's about a cup. That's 2 cups now. That's 8 glurps. Alright, this machine has obviously been in a shed its entire life. The priming bulb works really good. In fact, the more I use it, the better it's getting. So, let's just get the chair. There we are. One moment, please. So anyway, I don't think the replacement primer bulbs, even the Tecumseh ones that you pay the big bucks for, which I buy, or Stens. Stens makes good ones too. It's getting hard to find this kind of stuff. But I'm just taking a tiny bit of glycerin, right, and I'm just massaging it into the primer bulb, so it'll hopefully absorb a little bit of the subtleness back into the rubber. That's all. There. That's all that is. And since I brought this lawnmower home about 2 weeks ago, that primer bulb was loosened right up, so there's been gas probably on the inside of it as well. And let's see how we're doing on our draining here. I think we're done. Let's bring you guys over into the area where you can possibly see. Oh yeah. This is a beast. So I added about, a half a cup of oil to this just because I was nervous about how much oil it had, and it didn't need it. They actually take 600 milliliters of oil, these old Tecumsehs, not 500. And this time I decided to drain it because it does have a drain. These older Tecumsehs still have a drain underneath, eh? There we go. My pressure treated forward. Now I gotta sharpen this blade. Lordy, look at it. So I'm gonna go do this. Looks like it's been eating rocks. Get the broccoli off the bottom of the blade, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned, because I don't have a sponsor. Okay, here's the blade. It's sharpened and blunted just a little. Alright? It's balanced, and I just use a nail in the vise. I've had good luck with that. I'm going to clean up this bolt on that wire brush too, just before we put this together. Oh, maybe not. It's just threads. It's a very weak gun. Okay, so it's got a clean air filter, sharpened blade, tuned up. I just have to get 600 milliliters of oil into it. Oh yeah, I gotta weld the bag. Okay. And I don't know who you are, but somebody mentioned the other day that they noticed I pre-mix my oil, right? I measure each one of these to 500 milliliters, and then most of the time that's all I need. But in these Tecumsehs, you have to add an extra 100 milliliters. Okay, this might be hard to see. This is the bag. This is the bag frame, and it's missing a weld from there over to here, just straight across. I noticed that the bag was drooping when I brought the lawnmower home, so I'm just going to shine that up. Cut a piece of round stock from this one here. This is a Crazy Yardworks one. I don't think I'll ever see one of those again. I'll just use a piece of steel from there and stick it in there. Oh, there it is. My Toro Recycler. I came in and I had to push it just on the back wheels because the transmission was jammed. And there was a stick stuck in there. And then the gears were just filled with goo. That's about it. So that's a pretty nice looking mower. Fixed this. I welded the new bar on right there. And this one's ready for the sale. We're having a sale tomorrow, maybe. Thanks for watching, guys. And when I say guys, I mean everybody, right? Guys, gals, you know, folks. Thank you. Okay, my friends, this one has not been started for a week. We didn't sell it the next day. We've had some illness in the family, so anyway, let's give this a start. See if it's got any gasoline. Half a tank. And let's see if she goes. So that's a beautiful lawnmower, except for the fact that the front tires are buzzed off. But remember, I found that stick that was jammed in here, and the wheels were turning full time. So, and actually, because there's no speed control on the motor on this one, the tires tend to spin every time you turn the engine around. Right? They just keep spinning, or sometimes people let go of the lever. But anyway. That's, you know, for an old mower, it's pretty darn nice. So thanks for watching this one, guys. Appreciate it very much. Means a lot to me.